we move on to discuss Chelsea's draw with Crystal Palace. So it was Nicholas Jackson that was able to give Chelsea that opening goal, tap in from a ball played in by Cole Palmer. Nicholas Jackson able to tap it home. And then in the 53rd minute, Eberechi Eze was able to show his quality with a lightning strike of a goal. And it finishes 1-1. Stats read out 13 shots for Chelsea to 9 shots for Crystal Palace. 7 shots for Chelsea to 3 shots for Crystal Palace. Possession stats show Chelsea were favored 63% to 37% for Crystal Palace. Chelsea are coming off this game after a great sort of performance against Wolves, being able to back 6, but disappointing result today as they draw with Crystal Palace, in which in the first half I thought Chelsea played pretty well. They created some good chances. It was good balls being played in, looked a little bit dynamic. I loved, they looked dynamic. Madueke looked electric, getting the ball in behind to Palmer, who was able to cross it to Nicholas Jackson. Pedro Neto showed some good signs. Malagusto played in a brilliant ball into Cole Palmer, and that actually created another opportunity. Overall, in that first half, Chelsea, they were really good in that first half, and they were eventually able to break the deadlock in the 25th minute. After Mark Dehey, he made a run forward. He lost the ball, and then they were quickly countered, and they took advantage of it with Madueke, his ability to drive forward, then being able to pick it out. By the way, Madueke has had a good start to the season. That's a player that I've been highly critical of, but he's had a good start to the season. But yeah, Madueke was able to find Cole Palmer, and then Cole Palmer finds Nicholas Jackson for the tap in. Crystal Palace, by the way, they've started the season off pretty poorly with 2 losses to Brentford and West Ham United. And then they started the first half, it was a bad start for them at Stamford Bridge. They were outplayed, dominated by Chelsea. But Crystal Palace had their best 45 minutes of the season so far. They were able to pick up by the way, before the goal that they scored in the 53rd minute, Palmer was able to score was almost able to score from a free kick. That doesn't quite get in, and then Eze is able to equalize in the 53rd minute. He sort of picked up the rebound from Doucouré's shot, and then it was an absolutely beautiful curler right into the net, impossible for the goalkeeper. And then it was a little bit of a basketball game. Both sides were, sort of chasing that second goal. Levi Colwill was going close. It was close for Chelsea, but Palace's Kamada had a really good save. And Eze had an opportunity from the edge of the box, but it ended up getting blocked. Jackson, I've always said he's not a elite center forward. He can score his tap-ins because this Chelsea team creates a lot of opportunities, and he gets the goals like he did today. But in terms of being able to get an actual goal, he does not have that ability. He had 2 really good opportunities, but couldn't find the back of the net. And we're just gonna have to live with that. We don't have a striker that has quality. We have a striker that's fast and they'll make the right runs and be in the right areas, but unless he gets an opportunity where he can literally tap it in, he's of no use. That's just the truth. It was and then Enzo Maresca had some nice comments. I feel a bit of a shame for the result, but not the performance. The direction is the correct one. We completely deserved to win the game. We had many chances. The most important thing was the performance, and the performance was there. We didn't take the 3 points, but playing the way we did today, I think we will win games. With the players arriving now, we can be even better. Look, I will say the first half was good. The first half. But that second half, you know, Crystal Palace was competitive. It was end to end, and Crystal Palace was able to gain more confidence, and Chelsea weren't able to find that breakthrough in the second half. So I don't think that total game performance was a good. I think the first half was good, and yes, I still think this Chelsea team are in the right sort of direction, but I don't completely agree with Maresca there. And then he says, with the players arriving now, we can be even better. I don't know what that means. If he's talking about Jadon Sancho, I don't know how Jadon Sancho will make this current Chelsea team better. That's one of the positions that we don't really. I don't even. Well, again, we shouldn't really. That's a question to be had over and over and over again with like every single signing Chelsea has made the last 3 or 4 years. But but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just kind of going to player ratings, because I had some interesting, not player ratings, but there was an issue that I had with this performance. Well, let me pull it up here. By the way, I thought Wesley Fofana, looked pretty good for a guy that's battled so many injuries. We know the serious quality that he had from his Leicester days, and he just hasn't been able to stay on the field for Chelsea. And he wasn't amazing or anything, but I expected this to be a sort of slow start. But I thought, he was solid. Mateta didn't really get much into the game, and then him and Colwell are starting to look comfortable, as a partnership there. Look, I thought Caicedo was actually pretty good, and he's been pretty good so far. He better be good with 115 million pounds, but yeah, he was really really good. He was very energetic. He won tackles. He played the ball forward. He didn't really go sideways and backwards, and he was a good defensive presence for the team. The midfielder I've been disappointed with was Enzo Fernandez, who is the captain now. So it's even set. It's not just the pressure. It's not just the transfer fee, but it's also the captaincy of the club, and Fernandez was more in a forward position because of the work Caicedo did, and he had one opportunity that he set up Madueke in the first half with a really good ball. Apart from that, though, didn't really get into the game as much as someone that that is perceived of his quality with the amount of money signed. He needs to be more of a dominant part of the game. He needs to get on the ball more. He needs to be creating more, and he's getting more forward, right? We know that he has the ability to strike a ball. Where is the Granit Xhaka strikes once in a while, having a go at it? We didn't see that from Enzo Fernandez. I'm not just talking about today, but in general. And with Caicedo being in there, it allows Enzo to be more forward. So I just want to see, Enzo have more foot in the game. He needs to be better. And then Neto, I didn't criticize him. I said he was okay, just because he is, this is his first game starting for Chelsea, and most of Chelsea's attack came on the right hand side, and yeah, him and Correa, that left hand side was kind of not good this game. Cole Palmer doing what he does as always, probably man of the match for Chelsea, setting up another goal. This is now already 4 assists that he has this season, I believe. 4 assists and 2 goals. 4 assists and 2 goals or 1 goal? Because he scored, I think he only has 1 goal this season actually. But yeah, fine performance from Cole Palmer. But again, the key with this Chelsea team is to develop that consistency. And now with the transfer window, or not transfer window coming up, but with the break, the international break, it allows Jadon Sancho to get, settled in. And Enzo Maresca can sort of try to make things, tactically fit, better, but will remain to be seen.